Welcome to Let's Be Honest. I am your host, Kristin Cavallari, and I am very excited about my guest today. He is a two-time Super Bowl champ. He recently hosted Saturday Night Live. He has his own podcast with his brother Jason, and he's just an absolute fan favorite. I'm talking to the one and only Travis Kelce. Hi.
What's going on? What's going on, Kristin? How you doing?
I'm good. It's so good to see you. You are extremely busy. You just kicked off the new football season. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time and being here today.
Of course, we're gonna have some fun on here. I know we will.
Yeah, we are. Yes,
and football.
we will.
I haven't technically started the season yet, considering that I wasn't able to play that first game. But it's gonna be an electric year. I can feel it.
There you go. And you're rocking and rolling. You guys are off and running. All right. It's safe to say that everybody knows your name. And I saw it firsthand when we met. We were at the Surf Lodge in the Hamptons, and I've never seen anything like this, where literally every single person in there was coming up to you. They wanted to talk to you or at least just shake your hand. And I think it's really important to note that you were very gracious with everybody. You were very engaging and really took the time, which was very sweet. But my question is, when someone has people constantly coming up to them and putting them on a pedestal, I think it can be really difficult to stay grounded in reality. So I want to know what you do and who you surround yourself with to make sure that you are staying grounded.
Well, yeah, and jumping off right into the good stuff. Actually, when I met you, everybody was doing the same thing about you. So I got to commend you for keeping your cool and being very gracious as well. But I like to say that, I got a good group of friends. I got a good group of people around me that we keep things light. We all make fun of each other. We all have fun with it. So I know exactly where I stand in terms of, the reality of things, knowing that, the football uniform can make you look like a superhero, make you look kind of more important than you are. So I like to just, remain kind of grounded. I got a lot of good family and friends that make sure that I stay that way. So, but at the same time, I think it's fun having people come up to you and recognize you. And I'd love to hear your story and how we can relate, or just what you appreciate. Get to, just learn something new from somebody, I guess.
I love that. No, that was definitely apparent. And again, I thought it was very sweet, and you're making these people's lives. So I think that's awesome. I first learned who you were in 2016 when your show Catching Kelce was on E! It was a dating show similar to The Bachelor, but I would say a lot more fun. So
similar to The Bachelor.
Looking for the one. I want to know how seriously you took the show, because as a viewer, I felt like, yeah, you were looking for a girl, but like you were in on the joke and you were just having a good time with it.
Yeah, it was that show was so funny to me, and it was a blast to actually like go through, because the production and the directors, everybody that kind of was behind the scenes working the magic, they were all like making it fun to come into work every single day. And the girls were obviously awesome, and they were funny, but it was probably after the first or second like day filming that I was like, yeah, there's really nothing here, but we can make a show out of it for sure. We can make a show out of it for sure. We're already here. We're, might as well make the best of the situation. So I kind of just jumped on board with everybody on what would be the best show and how we can make it the most entertaining. But yeah, it was an interesting scenario. Kind of turned me away from what reality TV really was.
Okay, so that leads me to my next question, because obviously I'm from reality TV, so I'm always so curious other people's experiences. Was your show kind of real? Was it pretty set up? Like, when you look back at it, what do you think of?
I don't want to say the conversations weren't real. Like once we were on camera and it was me and a young lady, or it was me and somebody on camera, like my brother or my manager or even my mother who was on the show, I dragged her into it. I think it was just I think that was real. But for the most part, it was like you were driving a narrative the entire time. You were trying to like get everybody that was watching, or that everybody that will be watching, an understanding of, I don't know, kind of the concept of the show. And it was an interesting scenario. I think that it's a lot more thought out than most people think reality TV is.
I know. And I hate bursting people's reality bubbles, but I think it's very hard to capture reality. It just is, unless you have cameras on you 24/7. I mean, no one's life is actually that interesting.
And that's what I'm saying. Good reality. Like, it's hard for you to go into a situation knowing that, you know, just randomly you're going to get some great content. Like, no, you kind of got to stir that pot and make sure that everything's moving in the right direction. And a lot of that had, like, having that mindset kind of drove the direction of the show. So it's like, some of the girls that I maybe wanted to stay on a little bit longer or more than others, you know, if they were entertaining, we kind of like kept some of the girls on the show a lot longer than usual. But so it was just, you know, it was a fun roller coaster, and it kind of, I'm not gonna say it ruined reality TV for me, but I watch reality TV completely different now.
I know it. So do I. I'm like, that's set up. That didn't really happen. I can't watch it anymore. Yeah. I would imagine that the guys gave you so much shit in the locker room for doing the show.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nobody really like tuned into it. We were all focused on football at that point. Thankfully that we had a season going on. So there were other things to distract everybody from the reality show. But yeah, I got ragged on quite a bit, and I still, you know, I'll still hear it from Coach Andy Reid every now and then that I actually did the show.
That's good. I think that's good for you. All right, you've obviously probably heard the term TV crush, right? Like, you know what a TV crush is. It's when you see someone on TV, you probably haven't met them yet, but you just have this like little crush on them. You were 100% my TV crush when this show was on. I was in love with you. Yes.
Stop it. You like the Johnny Bravo, the with no fade? I got a nice little fade going right now. Shout out to Petty
I like your fade and your mustache. It's a good look for you.
Yeah, the stash, you already know. I see that you got the girl stash behind you.
I sure do.
That's another thing, a part of the show is that the producers, and I was on E Network or E Entertainment Network, and they kind of gave me like you can't do a can and can't do list. Like, you can't get the high and tight fade. We want to keep the hair a certain length, the beard a certain length. So it was like, and there were a lot of things that we did in the show, a lot of the dates and a lot of the events that we went to that typically weren't really my vibe. So it was like I don't know,
they wanted to make you the
somebody that really wasn't me.
Okay, exactly. So you're ruining it for me now.
Exactly. You know, I'm just
all of
just letting you know how it is. I'm just letting you know how it real.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, speaking of crushes, I want to get into the mindset of a man right now. Okay. How long does it take for you to know if you're going to like someone or not? Because I feel like I know immediately, and I feel like most guys are like that too.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's to really dive into a relationship with somebody, I feel like it's going to take at least, I don't know, it's going to take some time. I feel like you really got to know somebody to take that step and really like be committed and be in full throttle. I can't just like meet somebody and just automatically think that, you know what I mean, forever is just a day away. You know, it's just, I think that's just, it's too much, and I'm setting myself up for failure. So I don't know. I think it takes quite a bit of time for somebody to really get to know somebody and really get to find that affection and love for them.
Okay, I think that's a really great answer. But what about that chemistry? Like, do you think that spark, that initial spark, can grow, or that's either there or not? You do think that can grow?
Yeah, 100%. I think it can grow. I think it's you know, the initial spark is always fun. You know, that's the peak of the roller coaster for the majority of it. But at the same time, you know, as you get to know somebody, or you get to see their tendencies and what they do on a daily basis, I think all of that can grow 100%.
Oh, interesting. Okay, see, I disagree. I think attraction can grow, and I think obviously like your love for someone grows, but I think that initial chemistry is
you think that's the best it'll ever be?
No, I'm not saying that's the best it'll ever be, but I think like I know within 10 minutes if something will be able to grow or not. I'm not someone who can like give someone a second chance if the first date was like, meh, where all of my friends are like, but he's a great guy, you should go out with him again. And I'm always like, no, there's nothing there.
No, I'm with you on that. That. You'll know definitely within the beginning of it. So, but I'm saying like if there are those sparks can grow for sure.
Yes. Okay. 100%. I agree with you. Okay. So what are some deal breakers for you when it comes to dating?
Ooh, man. You have to be, I don't want to say humble. You have to be grounded. You have to have some sort of like, I don't know, just a balanced lifestyle. Exactly. High maintenance. Yeah. I'm out the door. I've never been a part of that. My mother is an absolute angel. So I kind of base everybody's, who I look at, in a lady or in a woman or in a significant other based off of, how kind-hearted and how sweet my mother is. So you got to have some sort of, I don't know, just sweetness to you. But so if you're, I don't know, if you're arrogant or you think you're, snooty or just higher or above people, that's the biggest turnoff for me.
Love that. Couldn't agree more.
Let's take a quick break. I want to talk yet again about a hair care brand that I'm just that obsessed with. It's Amika. Let's get clinical, you guys. I love this hair care brand so much. And about 1.5 years ago, I had a lot of breakage. So I feel like I'm kind of triggered now with hair care products. And Amika, I could not love more. They have incredible repair masks. They have great dry shampoo because I'm very careful about not washing my hair every day. I really don't like styling my hair. If I can avoid it, I really do. I love giving my hair a lot of rest time. So the dry shampoos are my life. They have Bond hair repair conditioners and shampoos. I have my own landing page that you guys are definitely going to want to check out. You guys lather up your strands with Amika's clinically proven shampoo and conditioner duos that leave your hair looking and feeling like you just left the salon. Their science-backed formulas are powered by nourishing, naturally derived ingredients with no nasties that deliver visible, woe-worthy results for every hair type. Fun fact, Amika means friend. They are a friend to all hairstylists, the planet, and you. Something that I love so much about them is that they are vegan and cruelty-free, which I definitely always look for, and I know how important that is to so many people. You guys can shop all of my personal favorites at loveamika.com/honest and get 20% off your order. 20% off discount automatically applied at checkout if you use my link. This cannot be combined with other offers, and it expires on November 1st, 2023. I'm so excited to talk about Branch Basics. If you guys have not heard of them, they are a non-toxic, hypoallergenic, free of fragrance, hormone disruptors, and harmful preservatives, baby kid and pet safe, clean and cost-effective cleaning solution. I am so careful about all of the products that I have in my house, but especially cleaning supplies. I think that's an area that a lot of people forget can be extremely toxic. I try to keep my house as toxin free as possible, of course, for me and my kiddos, but for my dogs as well. I mean, I think sometimes we forget about them too. And they're on the floor, they're eating stuff off the floor, picking stuff up. Branch Basics has their premium starter kit, which will provide you with everything you need to replace all of your toxic cleaning products in your home. This is what I started with, and it's awesome because they come with all of the bottles, and then you actually fill them up with their cleaning supply, and then you add water, and it varies depending on if it's a window cleaner, a toilet cleaner, like whatever it is, how much of their cleaning solution that you actually add to the bottle, which is the refill model. So once you run out, the only thing you need to repurchase is the concentrate and the oxygen boost, which is awesome. If you suffer from eczema, allergies, or asthma, trust me, make the switch to Branch Basics. Save 15% and get free shipping on your starter kit when you use code Let's Be Honest at branchbasics.com. Again, that's code Let's Be Honest for 15% off plus free shipping when you purchase a starter kit.
Okay, we all have our shit, right? At some point in our lives, we all have to work on certain things. So I'm curious, what are you currently working on, or what have you worked on in the past to make you a better person?
Man, that's a great question. I would say I'm the biggest procrastinator of all time. I wait till the last minute to do everything, and when I say everything, I mean like literally everything, from work to doing things for friends to family. And I don't plan out anything. So I've been trying to be a little more OCD and just kind of locked in on a scheduled daily routine, and just I don't know, just make things easier for me instead of always relying on that creative rush at the last second to put something together.
Okay. How's it working out for you? Is it working a little bit?
We're working,
Okay.
it's going in the right direction. I feel like, this off season I had a lot of time to see new things. It's crazy when you win a Super Bowl, how many doors really open and how many opportunities come your way. And, with that being said, being more organized was a must. I had to find a way to be more organized if I wanted to have, the schedule of being able to knock things out professionally and to have that free time. So, I think it's all going in the right direction.
Okay. I love that for you. Okay. You are really close with your brother, Jason. He is married with 3 kids. When you look at his
Yes,
life, is that something that you want for yourself one day?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I'm a huge family guy. Love the kids. I love going over and hanging out with my nieces every time I go to Philly and see my brother. And that just the family dynamic, being able to just come home to your family and cut it loose, or just kind of be at rest, be at ease. That's definitely one thing I miss the most about my childhood is that family aspect.
Oh, that's sweet. Do you feel like there's any sort of time pressure? Obviously, not in the same way that women feel time pressure because with our bodies and having babies. And I mean, you're 33. I would say you're in your prime, but do you ever feel like, all right, I got to settle down in the next few years? Like, is it kind of weighing on your shoulders or you're just out there living your life, having fun?
Yeah, I'm just out here living my life. I don't like to put parameters or kind of like I just said. I'm not even organized on what I'm going to
Yeah.
do next week. So it's like I don't know. I don't like to, and I think I like to believe that all that stuff will come genuine and natural, and I won't have to think about getting into that part of my life ahead of time. It all kind of just the stars will align, I guess.
I think that's perfect. I
At
think
least
dating with,
that's what I'm
yeah,
banking
yeah,
on.
hoping for. No, that's the best place to be because dating with zero pressure, you're just dating and you're going to be with someone because they make you happy. I feel like I'm in that phase of my life too, and it is the best place. I have my kids. I don't need a man for anything. And so I'm literally just dating because I want to be with someone. And I think it's the
Yeah,
best place. So I think that's awesome.
yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. I want to know the craziest or the sweetest thing you've ever done for love.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a good question. The craziest one is actually go on a TV show and try and find out. That's by far the craziest thing I've ever done. The
That's
sweetest thing
fair.
I've ever done. Um, Man, in college, I remember I was dating a young lady, and I wanted to do something really, really, really special. So I used my entire college check for this one evening, and it
Oh,
was New Year's Eve, so it was like multiple things back to back to back, and it just ended up in a. I ended up buying or getting renting out a penthouse hotel room, which was 95% of the money that I had,
yeah.
and it was like so the dinner was all right. It wasn't a fancy spot, but the hotel at the end with Dom Perignon, that was probably the nicest thing I had. At
Oh,
least definitely up to that point, just like putting my entire like bank account into one evening
yeah.
with a lady,
Yeah. And in
without a
college,
doubt.
that's so sweet. Very
Yeah,
sweet. All right. We got to talk about hosting Saturday Night Live because that is obviously such a
so
massive
much fun,
thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, how did it
so
feel
much
being
fun.
on that stage, the same stage that all of these icons have been on?
Man, if you watch my monologue, I get choked up just a little bit, but the dress rehearsal, I really almost started crying, and then the rehearsal before that, I was literally like, couldn't even finish the monologue. We're just like, let's just give this a try another time. I can't. This is crazy being on this stage, and it was unbelievable. It was really a dream come true. Um, I mentioned it on air, and I've been watching that show since I was a child with my mother, with my brother, my dad, and it was like kind of like our thing on Saturdays. Even if we were out and about traveling for baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever it was we were doing, Saturday nights we had an opportunity to just turn on SNL. We wouldn't miss it, and
Mm,
to be able to not only earlier that year, I had actually went and saw Jack Harlow's SNL when he hosted and
yeah.
did the music for it, and it was awesome. He absolutely killed it, and it was so cool just to be in the studio. I remember
Yeah.
thinking like, man, I remember watching this like just like that was the peak. Like it never
Yeah.
really crossed my mind that I'd be able to one day host the show, let alone a few months after I had showed up there that day. But it was yeah, like I said, it's crazy with the Super Bowl, what doors open for you and what possibilities open for you. Shout out to Heidi Gardner for help kind of pushing that envelope in uh,
Oh,
in Lauren Michaels' face. So it was just like I said, it was an unbelievable, just entire week of a roller coaster that I enjoyed.
that's awesome. And how nervous were you? Do you get nervous for stuff like that?
Yeah, I would say I get more excited about stuff like that. And me being excited can kind of bring those same jitters.
Yeah.
I just get pumped up. I have so much fun being in front of a crowd like that, or just, I don't know, trying to put a smile on someone's face. So it's just I thoroughly enjoy it. And then on top of that, being able to do something I've always wanted to do or always dreamt about doing. It
Yeah.
was unreal. So I'm glad that they got that thing worked out pretty perfect. You know, being able to make you feel comfortable through all the rehearsals, and then that dress rehearsal right before the live show. That all kind of makes it at ease and just makes you feel more comfortable when you're up there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I love that. All right. So what are you most proud of personally and professionally?
Ooh. Most proud of personally, I would say just the so in Kansas City, I've done a lot of philanthropy. I've been a part of raising funds for a lot of different organizations. But my foundation, 87 Arena, we provided an entire really safe haven for high school kids to go to. That's a STEM lab, so science, technology, engineering, math, like all these different like classes you can take while you're at this building. It's called the
Oh,
Ignition
wow.
Lab, and it really doesn't cost anything for kids to be able to just sign up and go to after school and get them off the streets and give them something they wouldn't have otherwise. To get the support from the community the way I did, to get the support from all the the sponsorships that I've kind of built along the way, to see the kids go into the Ignition Lab and use everything that's at their disposal, and just have fun. That's really what it is be able to just be a part of getting the kids to have something new that they didn't even know they enjoyed. That's probably what I'm most proud of.
I love
Those
that.
moments in the community, making a difference in kids' lives or people's lives. That's definitely the coolest part of my job for sure. Professionally, I mean, wow, I would say this past Super Bowl was by far the highlight of my entire life. I think being able to put my family on a pedestal, or really in everybody's living room, knowing that me and my brother played against each other in the Super Bowl. It was the first time brothers ever did that. Everybody got to see who my mother is, and now my mom's a superstar.
I
My
love
dad is
that.
just loved by everybody. He's
Aw.
could finally tell everybody, I told you ever since they were little. I told you they were the stars. I knew it. And then so to see both of them enjoy that moment or enjoy that week, doing all the Today shows and being on the TV, and really just being in the living room of America for a week, and seeing how America really responded to them, and kind of jumped on board with the Kelce family for the week. It was an unbelievable experience that I'll never ever forget. Outside of the game itself, that week
Aw.
was definitely the peak of my professional career.
Well, maybe that answers my next question, because my next question is, if you could go back and relive any day in your entire life, what would it be? So maybe it was kind of that whole
Woo!
week.
Yeah, that week was, man, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, to, I would say, to just to switch it up, I would say probably the first Super Bowl that I won.
Okay.
That feeling of just being on the mountaintop for the first time, and just that's the ultimate dream, the ultimate goal in my profession, is
Yeah.
be able to do that, and to be able to score a touchdown and to win a game, and to kind of come back from being down and persevere through another game in the playoffs. It was a feeling, like I said about the second Super Bowl I won, this past one. I'll just never forget that feeling of excitement and relief and happiness.
I love that. We're big Chiefs fans at my house. So I have 3 kids, but I have 2 boys. My oldest, his entire room is Chiefs. I have a
Let's
signed Patrick
go.
Mahomes helmet that I got him for his
Let's
birthday. I mean, it
go.
is full on. So we are over here rooting you guys
I
on.
was just gonna say that has a lot to do with Pat Mahomes. I knew that going into that one.
Well, yeah, but you're in there too. You're in there too. But yes, he is
It's cool.
obsessed with
It's all right.
Patrick Mahomes. No, he
Yeah,
loves you
I
too. He
get
was
it. I
very
get it.
excited that I was talking to you. No, he was very excited that we were going to talk.
If you are a pet lover, definitely listen up. Let's talk about the farmer's dog. Unless you're living under a rock, I'm sure you've seen people talking about the farmer's dog, and there's a reason. When I started getting this, you guys, my dogs, it was insane. They went bananas for this stuff. So I am a huge fan. The farmer's dog makes and delivers fresh, healthy dog food. It's developed by vets, nutritionally balanced, and made from real healthy ingredients to human food safety standards. It's the best option for dogs at all life stages because it's not kibble, it's not canned goo. Ugh, it's just real healthy food. Traditional dry and wet dog food options are highly processed, can use much lower quality ingredients than they claim to, and they're extremely difficult to portion accurately. The farmer's dog isn't just fresh, higher quality food. They also send the food pre-portioned specifically for your dog based on their unique nutritional needs. This makes it easy to help your dog maintain their ideal weight, which is one of the biggest indicators of a full, healthy life. Dogs at a healthy weight can live up to 2.5 years longer than overweight dogs. So cool. I have 2 dogs. I have a German Shepherd, Kona, and I have Quinn, who is a little Bernedoodle. And I love it because when these packages are delivered, they each say their name. So I know Kona's is Kona's, Quinn's is Quinn's. It's just kind of cute. And my kids love feeding them. They think it's just a fun process for the whole family. It doesn't matter if your dog is young or old. Like I have a 1-year-old puppy and I also have an almost 10-year-old German Shepherd. It's always the right time to begin investing in their health, helping you live more healthy, happy, and full years together. That means more magical moments with your dog, but no actual magic required. Get 50% off your first box of fresh, healthy food at thefarmersdog.com/honest. Plus, you get free shipping. Just go to thefarmersdog.com/honest. Go to thefarmersdog.com/honest to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. I want to tell you guys about underwear that I'm freaking obsessed with. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't want to be obsessed with it, but I am. You guys, we're going to talk about Skims, specifically the Fits Everybody collection. It is like no other underwear I've ever worn before. When I tell you that I am throwing out all of my old underwear and I'm replacing everything with Skims, I mean it, you guys. Just kind of melts on your body and makes you forget that you're even wearing underwear. I think that everybody should experience this level of comfort. I've been wearing Skims now for, a few months. Finally, a few months ago, I caved in and I tried everything. And the Fits Everybody collection, I really do feel like is for everybody. It's life-changing, you guys. Skims is creating the next generation of underwear for everybody. As you guys can tell, I'm a huge fan of Skims. My favorite piece is my Fits Everybody thong. It's so comfortable. You guys, also, how hard is it to find a really good t-shirt bra? Like, I feel like that's every woman's mission. And I love the one from Skims. What do you know? It's seamless and comfortable. And that's what we're all looking for. I also sleep in the boy shorts. Every single color, I have them all. I have like 10 pairs of the black as well, but they are my go-to for sleeping. The Fits Everybody collection of underwear is super lightweight and molds to the body. The buttery soft fabric stretches to twice its size without ever losing shape, meaning you get a perfect fit every time. They're available in sizes extra, extra small to 4X. Believe the hype, you guys. Skims has over 100,000 5-star reviews for a reason. The Fits Everybody collection and more perfect fit essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. After you place your order, you guys, be sure to let them know that I sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select my show in the drop-down menu that follows. Did you guys know that the CDC estimates that there are approximately 96 million American adults, more than 1 in 3, that have pre-diabetes? Of those with pre-diabetes, more than 80% don't know they have it. So why does this matter? Well, a healthy weight allows insulin to work more efficiently and can help to keep blood sugars within a normal range. A healthy diet and regular exercise are the best ways to help bring your blood sugar levels back to a healthy range. Signos can help you short circuit this cycle by using data directly from your body to design a weight loss plan that's unique to your lifestyle. Signos is the only company that combines a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, with an AI-driven app to deliver real-time glucose monitoring for optimal health and weight management. With Signos, you can literally see which foods cause your blood sugar to spike above reasonable levels and get real-time alerts to do a bit of exercise to bring them back down. I think this is so cool to be able to monitor your body like that and see how your body is specifically responding to certain foods, because we all know we're not all the same. We can learn the difference between stress eating and physical hunger, better manage your energy throughout the day, and sleep better at night. Signos removes the guesswork of weight loss and provides users with the tools and knowledge needed to develop healthier habits. It combines your glucose data from the GCM or continuous glucose monitor with an AI-driven app to deliver real-time glucose insights for optimal health and weight management. Right now, Signos has an offer exclusively for my listeners. Go to signos.com, that's signos.com, and get up to 15% off by using code HONEST today. That's signos.com and use code HONEST to get up to 15% off your order today.
I am such a nervous wreck when it comes to first dates. I always have been. I probably always will be. It's like disgusting how nervous I get. So I want to know if guys also get nervous. So do you get nervous for first dates?
No, I don't think. I think that's kind of like the point that, I don't know, I finally get to be like myself in front of somebody.
Oh, that's a good point. I like that.
Yeah, I think that's when I want to show like my true, genuine self the most. So it's like that's where I kind of am at ease. When I try and do like something really special for somebody, that's when I get nervous.
Okay.
That's when I get nervous. Like for like a birthday or like for like Valentine's Day, like those days, like I'm nervous on those days. Like, is she even gonna like this? I just got way too creative. This is lame.
Oh, that's sweet. So. I think that's really sweet. It shows you care. That's very sweet. Okay, being in the spotlight, trust becomes a huge issue, especially when it comes to dating. I think sometimes it's hard to know if someone likes you for you or if someone likes you for you, plus everything that comes with you. So how do you know when you can actually trust a girl, and what are some red flags for not being able to trust someone?
Man, see, that's where I was kind of referring to the question earlier. That's where I feel like that like peak can like grow, because initially I can't trust anybody. So like to feel that genuine like trust between someone, that's where I feel like it can really take off.
Yes.
So initially I'm going up with like curtains, like jail bars, like I'm going up with everything secure, like the fort's locked down until I really get to, know somebody.
Yeah, I get that. It makes sense. Can you think of any red flags that you're like, I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with me?
Not off the top of my head, nah. I think I give everybody a chance to really just show who they are genuinely. And I feel like I got a good gauge at, just understanding who's like kind of, I don't know, being mysterious or mischievous about things.
So when I first got a divorce, I dated someone for like 5 months or so, and there were some rumors of us out there, but it wasn't really confirmed that we were dating. And I was really mindful of it because it was fresh off of my divorce with my kids and everything. So I didn't really want people knowing. And every time he would come visit me in Nashville, he would tag his location, even though he would never tag his location before. So I was like, see, it's shit like that. It just drives me insane.
That's too much.
Much. I know, exactly.
I'm with you on that. That's like crazy.
Yeah, it's not cool. Okay, I want to play a game with you. It's called 2 Truths and a Lie. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell me 3 facts about yourself. 2 are going to be true and 1 is going to be a lie. And I have to guess which one isn't true. So obviously the crazier facts, the better.
All right. All right. This will be fun. So I was a 3-sport all-state athlete. Okay. I was maced in college, and I am an honor student.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna say the bullshit one. Oh God. I don't want to insult you right now. No, I'm gonna go with the macing. I don't think that you were actually maced.
No, go with your heart. Go with your heart.
I was gonna say I don't. Okay, I was gonna say I don't.
You're a dumbass, Travis. You were an honor student.
No, but see, I feel like maybe you were. But okay, I'm gonna go with that one. I feel like maybe you weren't an honor student. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So the lie is I was not a 3-sport all-state athlete. I was not. Yeah, no, I was a trash ass high school athlete. 3-star quarterback coming out of high school. Might have been a 2-star. I don't know. I did get maced in college. I was, and it was not on purpose. It was not on purpose. I was waiting to get into a club, and some people rushed the front door, and security was like having a hard time holding the door down. So he just kind of just put a can of and just started macing the entire crowd. So I was an innocent bystander here, and I just got maced right across. Like, when I tell you I was probably 5 feet away from it, right across the face.
How brutal was that?
It was so miserable to catch it off guard, like eyes wide open, right down the freaking esophagus. Oh my gosh, to breathe it in is bad enough, but the eyes, I mean, it's painful for about a good 4 or 5 hours of it just stinging.
I didn't realize
like you're like trying to open it and it's puffy. And yes, and then we got in, like the crew that I was with, and things got rowdy. Obviously, people were pretty ornery after getting maced. So there was a fight broke out between my friends and some other people, and I was just throwing blind haymakers, just couldn't really see or breathe. And luckily enough, I didn't get hit, nor did I hit anybody. So crazy story. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Somebody pulls out a mace can, I am out of there. I do not want to feel that misery ever again.
Now I feel like I should buy some mace. Like, I should be carrying some around with me just in case. You never know.
That shit is real. That shit is real. It will stop anybody. I promise you.
Okay, so and you're smart. Now we know that. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
And I'm a genius. And I'm a genius. No, it's all right. It's okay. And I kind of tricked you into it because I really was only an honor student for 1 semester at the University of Cincinnati.
Okay.
And I didn't graduate with a 3.5 or a 4.0 or anything. So I got kicked out of college for smoking Mary Jane.
As you do.
So when I came back on the team, or got back into the good graces of everybody, I kind of had like a certain set of things that I had to keep doing to stay on the team and stay in good graces with everybody. So that was one of them, was to be able to go to class, and my mom was she took out a loan to pay for me to go to school at this point because I had got my scholarship took. So I kind of was like, man, I can't be out here just barely getting by on my mother's dime. You know what I mean? Like, let me actually go out here. And so I made sure that she posts that one on, or put that on the refrigerator, the magnets. She could show everybody that her youngest, who's never been good at school, could finally actually, see what happens when you just apply yourself, Travis.
There you go. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell my middle son right now.
There you go.
All right. Tell me about your podcast. I see you guys are in the top of the charts. Now that I have a podcast, I'm paying attention. You guys are number 3 today. I looked today.
Let's go. That's the Kylie Kelce episode. Yeah, okay. I respect that. I see the competitive edge.
All right. So tell me about New Heights. It's with your brother Jason, and you do it weekly, right? About the games.
Yeah, so it started off, me and Jason wanted to just, jump into the entertainment world a little bit. We wanted to show off our unique brotherhood, and our childhood and all the stories. My brother is so unbelievably talented at just telling a good story, or just trying to get everybody to understand how he thinks about things. And, I thought this was like the perfect way to kind of like help both of our careers off the field. And we both felt that way. So it's taking our games to new heights off the field. And Cleveland Heights High School is where we're from. So it kind of it mirrored up perfectly with the name and the pun. So and we started doing it for the season last year. And obviously ending up in the Super Bowl, everybody was pretty curious or pretty aware of the podcast that we had. And so then we just kind of kept it going over the summer, and going into season 2 this year, and interested to see where it takes us. The podcast world is crazy. You never know what kind of following you can get, and things like that. So who knows? We might need you to come bless the podcast and be a guest.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I might need the favor. I might need the favor back.
I'm sure I can shed some light on football. I once upon a time knew a lot about football.
All right.
All right. Well, Travis, you are the best. I really appreciate you so much for taking the time, and we'll be rooting you on this season. Go Chiefs, baby.
Kristin, you're the best. I'm gonna be tuning in now.
Yeah, you better.
Right, especially because you got the stash.
Yeah,
have a good one, guys.